First thing first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My name is Kenneth Bird. My name is Kenneth Bird. Sorry about that. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology Screen. Let's talk about the new challenge. As I said before, the reason why we put these challenges out here is to out people at the end of the day that are doing things they should not be doing. And I mean by basically making these products so fast, so quick, but no test demonstrations, no batch numbers, and again, insane shipping policies that are designed to take from the customer, and you have to be careful about this. Now, as I said before, one of the policies I've already seen involving someone who does ship, I'm going to mention the name in this video, we have to, a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Now, keep in mind, this has to be done due to the fact that this is an individual who's known for stealing from his customers and not being able to back up his products. We saw what happened in the network grade 773 fiasco. Yeah, that was something else. He did do the demonstrations. Got to give him that right there. He did do the demonstrations, but he tried to pass it off in the videos that his products didn't match the screen, and they did clearly. They matched. We have about 4 or 5 videos that were removed off his account. When we actually caught him removing the video off the account, we busted him on that. You can find it on the blacklist. And in that demonstration, he tried to get rid of a video or try to hide it, marking it private so no one else can see it. So the problem is the fact that they don't post these to the website for the consumer to see, so the consumer can go, all right, I can see with this one and that one, maybe I want to go with this one. The reason why they don't do that because in fear that the consumer will go buy the other paint and not theirs. Again, not tested. So there's a 3-day challenge attached to this. They have until the 4th of September. We will be going into their account on live to see if they've done these demonstrations, clearly showing how to prove or back up that their products actually do work. Mind you, we've been through this one already with the network grade 773 fiasco. It was something else. If you haven't seen the videos and you can't watch them, as I said before, because he did remove these videos off his account, we have them on the blacklist. You can go check them out over there. Now, we're looking for keywords when he does this because he has no choice. We've been putting pressure on his customers to pressure him. We've been putting pressure on him to do this because this is something we should not have to put pressure on for you to do. You should do it automatically because you want to back your products and show that your products work. So, as I said before, he uses keywords. I've noticed in the demonstrations watching him, he'll say that the color is ivory or his is white, or he's picking up a better black level and that's picking up gray, where that will pick up a slight hue or the colors will be off. These certain things he said. He's been doing these demonstrations for quite some time, for a couple of years back with the bare silver screen, also missing from the account, but we have it. And he said the exact same script in that one and all the other ones, even a newer one that he's done right after deleting or getting rid of the other 2 from the door. So we're curious how this one's going to turn out. Now, the problem he's going to have is this one right here. We have it laying against our screen right now. That is a 2.0 that's picking up the better red in the fully lit environment. That right there is the network grade 773. This is the notorious Microblend by Amazon. We're the only ones who find this stuff at the end of the day because we buy this stuff to put it against our own screen for testing. That's how we know about it, because we buy it for testing. But we're also curious to see exactly how close it comes to some of these products that are not testing. This is called Slip Silver. I'll put a link below where you can go directly to Amazon and pick it up for $18.99. Now, how does it compare next to our product? Well, we have our demonstrations going to be loaded onto a website, and there you go. And if you watch the test demonstration under the 2.0, you will notice that it was able to knock out at a 9, it knocked out 8 of the certified screens. One screen actually matched. So that shows you where our technology stands right there. They can't even match the test demonstrations yet. We're still waiting, but that's never going to be done. But anyway, let's get back to this right here. So we're challenging Crow 1176. You have until September the 4th to complete a demonstration of your product, the hybrid mix, the IB personal mix, and the Cinemax next to the Slip Silver network grade, network grade Microblend by Amazon. This has the paint and primer, and actually it's pretty good for primer too because I'm using it upstairs for my mech robot upstairs. So it's quite well. It goes on nice and smooth, one coat. That's pretty much basically about it. Now I can sit here and I can advertise this because, again, this is no threat to us at the end of the day. We could run over this all day. But curious, how close would it come to matching your product? So that's what we need to know. Well, everybody needs to know that, not just me. Because at the end of the day, your customers, it's forking over $89 to $90. And even with the overseas, you have $257 for a product that they can do with this at the end of the day. Or the network grade 773 with no problem. But this is cheaper than network grade 773. Much cheaper. It's much lighter, but it's cheaper. So, are your customers getting a deal or are they getting robbed at the end of the day? Because my customers to purchase our products, well, you can see the difference. Let's change that color up. Let's check out blue for a minute. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, the reason why I say he charges too much for his products, because if you go on eBay, you will notice that all the other sellers are selling under 50 bucks for 32 ounces. All of them. Unless they're doing like a bundle, like 2 or 3 together, then they're selling it for around 80 bucks. That's what they're selling it for. Where this individual is selling 1 quart for $89 to $90, claiming it does all these magical things at the end of the day. But clearly, if we haven't learned anything from the network grade 773 fiasco, it doesn't really do anything at all, period. Which we have a slideshow, and check that out also too, of the screen up close and personal. So, can you go cheaper than doing your screen through network grade 773? Yeah. Are you going to get the same quality as our product? No. Right there, I can share it there. Let's change that color out again. The color purple. I wonder if I brought the movie up on that one. Could have brought the movie. Yep, I did bring the movie up. Purple screen. It was right down the side. I could have just swung over. There we go. Let's go into a purple screen. There we are. Now, our product is ambient light rejection technology, which means you can be in a fully lit environment. You don't have to worry about your screen washing out or fading. Posted to his site, he says, not ambient light rejection. You just paid $89 to $90 for a non-ambient light rejection product? You might as well bought a white screen at the end of the day. All right. That's pretty bad. What are the true contrast levels on the screen? Well, you can't see that because the demonstrations that the individual does and all the other ones, but ones I've seen so far, will be in an ambient light controlled environment or dark environment, so you really never will see the max amount of light that will hit the screen when displaying contrast. AK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got another one in there. 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
She just does not want to give me that. Let's see how we can get around this one right here. We do it, but I want that one. Let's try her again. 8K desired nature. Let me if I reverse it, you'll pick it up.
From YouTube.
There we go. Was that hard? Now, as you can see, our screen uses something called contrast shifting technology, which allows the screen to be able to pick up darker levels. Mind you, for those of you saying, well, Ken, those screens are lighter than yours. Keep in mind, the screen did the Dark Star 9 and was able to beat the Dark Star 9. And the Dark Star 9 is a gunmetal screen. So out of the 9 certifies with everything from light to dark to mid-gray. But this is just to show you how the Amazon paint looks on our product. Now, as I said before, we will come in on September the 4th. We don't care about memes. We don't care about the insult. We don't care about any of that. We want to see one thing and one thing only. The test demonstrations of the Cinemax, the Hypermix, and the IB Professional versus the Microblend. Because the customer needs to know at the end of the day, are they getting robbed or is this a product that actually works at the end of the day? Like I said, very skeptical because as I said before, we saw the network grade 773 fiasco and it was pretty bad. Now, let me show you what this looks like. And for those of you who have the product already on your wall, you have any one of Crow's mixes on your wall, we suggest you go out and you pick this up and paint this down the side of your wall. Now, be warned, you're not going to get your money back. You can't even get an exchange. But then again, why would you want to exchange for more house paint? But you can't even get an exchange because there's a policy on his website that does not allow you to be able to do this. On the website and on the policy on the website clearly states that you cannot get a return, you cannot get an exchange if you open the container. How are you going to know if the product matches if you open the container? You're stuck. So let's come out of this real quick. We've had some fun showing off our product here. I want to go up here, jump on the computer. I don't like to talk about things. You know how Mr. Bird works at the end of the day. I don't like to talk about things unless I show proof of backing it up. So we got a little time here. We're going to pop over to the policy. Now, keep me warned that when we go to this site, this is a person who's very agitated, very angry, very upset. They're going to curse, they're going to carry on. Their site is already under investigation for pornography. So you know that from the door. I posted some pornography, came up on our live stream. We had to go file a complaint, and now his site is under investigation for this. But like I said, I explained to people, try to keep your personal feelings to yourself and conduct business. So again, very unprofessional. And again, I don't like to talk about things, or I will not talk about things unless I have evidence that these things actually did occur. Now, house is nice and cool. That is fantastic. It's like wintertime's coming. I love wintertime. All right, so let's pop over here and let's turn on the PC. Now, like I say, these are things you got to be careful about. That policy is very important. That exchange and shipping policy. We had a customer, like I said, who picked up, I had a Bowmaster projector and didn't read through our policy. And because he didn't read through the policy, the paint did not work on his projector. But we still shipped him out some more paint to help him out. Something we customized for him that would basically work with his projector. And that's what we did. I forgot everything's off because of the freaking whatever happened in here last. So actually this morning when I got up, I saw it happen. Everything shut off and came back on. I was like, what the heck? And that was everywhere in the neighborhood. So this right here is our stack. We're not going to go through the whole stack, but I want to show you something. I don't like to talk about something that's just true. If I tell you that a site's under investigation for pornography, it is. How did the site end up on investigation for pornography? Like I said, he felt the need to post this content in his messenger, and as we were in the room purchasing something from the site for testing, but we knew we weren't going to get the item, he decided to post this nasty nonsense to his site, and that's how it popped up, and that's how we went and took pictures and got videos and showed proof what this person was doing. And there's right there, that's me contacting Wix. That is the platform he's on for abuse, following up. Right there, you see his website right there. And you can see that it's been investigated by the team. They're investigating his site right now. And this is what he's being accused of. Right there, for basically posting pornography to his site. And like I said, there's the Wix team right there. Notification answer. And it shows his site is under investigation. Because you don't do stuff like that. People don't know how to carry themselves professionally, but you don't do that. If you're angry and upset with somebody, why would you post something to your business page such like so? And he ended up self-destructing himself. So, yeah, he's under investigation. We recorded it and took pictures of the whole entire incident and submitted everything over to that's all they needed. And things you don't do at the end of the day. And now his site's under investigation. They're going to come up with the fact they're going to basically... They said they terminate his account, and his account most likely is going to be terminated. He can never, ever apply for another website, do them ever again. He is permanently banned for life. Now, another thing you have to watch out for, like I said, shipping policies on some of these screen paint products. We do exchange from time to time, like I said. with no problem whatsoever. Because, customer's going to find. That's why we have the batch numbers. Batch numbers back our products. We have a 100% guarantee that our product works before it ships out the door because of the batch number. And because all the testing we put our screens through, we can basically back that up too. Like I just did downstairs, we did 2 demonstrations on the Microblend with no problem, where they haven't done these demonstrations yet, and we are still waiting to see these demonstrations. Let me start a drink. I am thirsty. What are you stalking, Cat? You stalking something here. You were tracking something. What are you tracking? Always on the track. Always on the move. Always on the move. Always on the track. People question our products all the time. And I got no problem. I got no problem giving them that information because, like I said, our products are tested. Products should be tested. Let me turn this aside, make sure we don't have any sensitive information. I'm looking through someone's account, or basically I'm doing some business with someone. But like I said, products should be tested. People want to get angry about testing their products out. I don't understand that one. Because they don't want to do the work. That's what it comes down to. They do not want to do the work. But what you have to worry about is the fact that, as I said before, if you open up the product, say you open up the product and you want to do a side-by-side next to those who already have the product, and you want to do a side-by-side next to the micro silver. You want to see the difference between the two. Well, you go on, you buy the paint from Amazon, you do the difference, and then you find out that they're almost just alike. And then you're upset and angry because you sat there and you spent all that money for that paint to find out that an Amazon paint that costs you $18.99 does the exact same thing. Like the fellow who basically was upset because his basement paint blended right into crow's paint. He was very upset over that. So you find out that it matches, right? What can you do? Actually, you can't do anything because in his policy, he has it set up that if you open up that container of paint, it's yours. You don't even get an exchange off of that. So how are you going to find out? How are you going to know? And there's no testing at all, period. So how are you going to know? Unlike us, when we come in and somebody says, hey, their product matches Microblend, I got several demonstrations on Microblend, and I got network grade 773, and I got test demonstrations, and I got batch numbers. What of it? There you go. So we can back our products up. Where these individuals, again, the shipping policy is set up to take your money. So we're going to go in. We're going to look at the shipping policy. And I'll show you on the shipping policy where it clearly states that exchanges. He went in and changed it because last time he had it was worse than that. It was one that if it landed on your property, it was yours. That was the first one. That was pretty nasty. So let me see what we got going on here. I love when from time to time we'll get somebody to come in and they'll say, hey, look, the guy we had, the one we sent over to the painter, he went to his credit card institution, tried to do a chargeback. He lost that one miserably. Yeah, batch number. That's what does it. From the door. Can't get around it. No way. Because we can show a product being tested before it's shipped out. Can't get around it. So those of my customers that are basically respecting the batch number, thank you so much. Those of you that are trying to undermine the company, well, again, you do not want to see me in court because you will not win. Because again, you're not going to scam me and you're not scamming my company doing something dirty. Especially when we got a batch number to back our product. So virtually impossible that if that product came out that way and you're trying to tell me out of a 5-gallon container, that's some magic moments right there. All right, let's go pop in here. me see. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go check out the shipping policy. Now we're going to check out the shipping policy under our shopping cart. We had to cancel our order. Keep in mind, this person refused to ship out the product. I mean, refused to ship out the product. In that stack, we got all kinds of stuff that went on in there. Basically committing fraud against PayPal. That's another one. He may lose his PayPal account. It could be under restrictions. It could take it. Anything could happen due to the fact that he was coming in, writing those emails, posing as PayPal was communicating, telling them these things, and PayPal was never saying anything like that whatsoever. So now he's being investigated under PayPal for fraud. But you can't do stuff like this. Now, like I said, I gave you guys a warning. Anything that pops up, like I said, this is how he carries himself. All right, we want to look at this shipping policy, which is very important, because if any of you decide that you're going to do the micro silver test, and you should do the micro silver test yourself, and you're upset and you're angry like those customers were, you want to get your money back, or you basically want, I don't know why you would exchange it, because you're probably just going to exchange it for just more paint that's going to do the exact same thing. Let me show you where you're going to end up at on this policy here, which is pretty messed up. So right here on the policy, he has, let's see, returns and refund policy. Once the product is delivered, no returns, refund, or no returns or refunds. Let me get that very correctly. Refunds only exchange for a different mix. If the container wasn't open, how are you going to know? How would you even know what's wrong with it? It could have that chunky monkey effect. You ever seen paint? When paint goes bad, I mean really, really bad, it has the real bad sour smell to it. Kind of looks like cottage cheese. It has kind of a chunky monkey to it. That could happen. That could occur. And anything could happen at the end of the day. And again, you have no way of seeing the product being mixed or poured or none of that whatsoever. You know, there's test demonstrations underneath of it, proving it's going to work when it gets to you. Nothing at all to go on. And he has that policy in there saying if you open it. So how are you going to know? If you right now want to take that challenge we have right now called the Microblend challenge, how are you going to do it if you can't open up the container to find out if they match or not? See? You can't at all, period. Because the way it's set up, if you open it, you can't get no exchange at all whatsoever. That's kind of wrong right there. But that's how he's got it set up. So he's in a rant right now. We're not paying him any mind. Still waiting for him to do that Microblend challenge. Do we have this on our site so we can send this directly over to him? Because I was trying to send it over to him yesterday, but he had his whatchamacallit disabled. He had the messenger disabled. I think I have it on the video where I can pull it up and we can send it over to him to do the challenge. Because for some reason, Crow's on my notification. He's on my he's a subscriber, but for some reason he doesn't get any of our notifications for some reason. Where is it at? I know I put it here somewhere. And this is how our product is supposed to be. He claims this is supposed to be our product, that dark coming up. Interesting that we can go downstairs and we can do that in a max out zone and no problems. But he has bigger problems right now. He has much bigger problems to deal with. All right, I think we got it on here. Let me see if we can pull up the whole link on this one. Let's see. All right, that's not it. We need the one with the link from Amazon. Now, those of you that are customers of his, well, you can take this challenge also too. Go pick it up at Amazon. I put the link right in the, I put the link in this comment section right here. I put the link in already. You go pick it up, take it to your house, you paint it down to your screen, and you stand back and you tell me. While you're at it, don't forget to pick up that that Network Grade 773. Don't forget that one either. And you do that challenge. Now, when you're upset and angry and fuming because you sat there and paid that little bit of money for a product that looks exactly what you have on your wall, when you call him up or email him or whatever you got to do at the end of the day to contact him, let it be known that he got you at the end of the day, because under his shipping policy, you can't get anything back because of the fact that you opened the container. So you remember that. So you just got scammed. Scammers always make sure that they keep your money no matter what. They try to keep it. That's what we went through with the nonsense of the products that came over here that weren't what they're supposed to be. He tried to scam my company. That's why he got a mail fraud charge on him right now for doing that dumb nonsense. That whole thing where he was trying to make the fake, PayPal was talking to him. I can't give you your money, this, that, and the other nonsense. Posing as PayPal. PayPal is advising him to try to keep our money. I don't know what's going on with him financially. It must not be going well if he's trying to steal that little bit of money at the end of the day. Let me see what we got here. Microblend. So yeah, when you go in and you ask him for your money because you're upset, you can't get it back. And you can go do a chargeback or whatever, it ain't gonna work. You know how long a chargeback goes through? A chargeback is like 3 months. 3 months for $89. Take him to small claims courts for what? The filing fee is going to cost you more than what's going to cost you pay for the paint. Yeah, he already knows that already. So really much you're stuck. That's all you are. You're just stuck. You can just make a video and be angry about it. That's all you're going to be able to do. But he got you good. He got you. And keep in mind, there's no test on the product. No test. Can you imagine if you bought a car, there was no testing done on it? They just assembled it, did the showpiece on it, and threw it out there for people to buy. And you buy it later on, and your brakes go out, wheels pop off, door comes off, windshield blows in on you, all kinds of airbags blow up on you, all kinds of crazy nonsense. And they go, where's the test demonstration? Well, there was no test demonstration. We just made the car and basically just a little video on it and put it out the door. There you go. And the next thing you know, you'll be on the phone with an attorney. But then again, he'll probably have some kind of policy in there talking about, well, if anything happens to you along the way, I'm not responsible for so and so and so. Like, well, you did kind of sign the policy, so, too bad. So that's usually what happens. So that's why I told you the policies were too thin and too small. There has to be enough in the policy to protect the customer and to protect the person who's selling the merchandise. That's what we warn you on. Let me see right here. No, 15 hours ago. Dirty, at the end of the day, the 2.0 you're displaying is not my product. Again, you can't even do any of the challenge demonstrations. Your product matches network. And I know why you keep showing this Cinemax screen. That is the same screen that matched the network grade 773, and yet you keep showing the same screen in all your demonstrations as if that video never even happened. That tells you right there, scammer from the door. Product just matched the network grade 773, got caught deleting all the videos off his account or trying to hide them, and he's still showing the screen off as if it never even happened. There you go. All right, let's send this over to him. We got to find that microblend. Let's see, microblend at Amazon. Let me see. Test for that one. All right, we're gonna have to send this over to him later on. As a matter of fact, can I just pull it up from here? I can't put it from here. Some microblend slip silver from Amazon. We can just yank the whole thing from here. All right, and just go over here and just grab it. Wait for a minute. Take it to the side. Yeah, I have no idea why you're showing up the Cinemax. Have you forgotten? So that's why I said scam artist at its finest. He's forgotten that the screen he's showing off the Cinemax just matched a network gray, a house paint, and try to hide the video. So all that doesn't exist, the crow. He just keeps on scamming and forgets. Forgot that one, didn't he? Oh, we're gonna have to remind him. That's just sad. How do you get caught on a screen that you literally scammed a whole lot of people out of that matched the house paint, get caught deleting the videos, and then turn around and you're still showing off the screen as if it never happened? You scammed a bunch of people out of their money with network grade 773, and then turns around and you're still showing off your product as if it never happened. Wow, man. Yeah, that's bad. That is really bad. Okay, we got to do a dub. I think we got to dub one of the videos. We're gonna have to try to. Unbelievable. I mean, just that's pretty bad, people. That's pretty bad. Let's see. Like I said, we don't make a big profit off 2.0. The 2.0 was developed to help customers out so they don't get cheated out of people like you. But the simple fact that, yeah, we can call you an easy scammer at the end of the day, you're advertising a screen that matched network grade 773. And then tried to hide the videos. Why in the world are you showing up to Cinemax? Honestly. We got to put the reminder in. We got to put the reminder in. I'm going to post your video that you deleted off your account. And we'll title it Network Grade 773 versus Cinemax. Cinemax, the ultimate scam screen. Now, you explain to your customers who haven't seen that video of you walking around on camera with a red hoodie on and your screen matching that product. They have the nerve to come up there and do some demonstration like it never even happened. That is horrible, man. How did you just stay stealing from your customers? This is the reason why we had to make the 2.0. Had to be made. Thief at the end of the day charging all that money for house paint. All right, let me see. Amazon. That is horrible. Because every time we get one of you guys to come into the forum site and start running their mouth about your product, we just show them the video and they leave right from the door. And they get laughed out because they bought house paint at the end of the day. Even the person who developed it got rid of the videos. That is pretty bad. Ooh, smart. I'm going to watch this right here tonight. Is it going to come? Where is this coming on video? I'm going to watch this tonight. All right. Oh, we got it already lined up on here already. Microblend primer. We already got it up here. Here it is. There you go, people. This is where you buy the product. That can be Crow's product right here. And it doesn't match ours. Yeah, you got a nerve to be showing off the Cinemax? Are you kidding me? Did you just match the house paint with that stuff at the end of the day? And you come on there talking nonsense about a product that matched house paint? Oh my goodness, man, that is sad. That's pretty bad, people. That is pretty bad. All right, let me see. This one right here is, I got one called Cotton Gray. That's another one too. That's actually pretty good. Gray Cotton, that's a good one. The Slip Silver is the one you want. Let me see. I wonder which that sample one is too. Let me do it right for a minute, guys. The right one we got here. Let me see. Cotton Gray. We want the one for. Oh man, that's why I said you gotta watch this guy. We're already talking about his product, and his product just literally just matched that network grade, but it never even happened because you know he got rid of the video, so it doesn't exist. All right, so here we go. These are the colors right here. What you want to go for is you want to go for the. This is the Slip Silver. This is a slip silver. Okay, so we got the slip silver already. It is around, not 46, that's a gallon, it's 46. Oh my goodness, I just thought about that. A gallon of this is 46 bucks. How much do you charge for a quart? You're charging not, well, we got to go back over and look at this real quick. All right, this is what I was telling you to buy, right? It's $46.79 a gallon, right? All right. And he can sit there and talk about that whole, it costs more. No. In California, it'd be the same price. It's Amazon. It'd be the same price. So ain't none of that nonsense from the door. So mind you, $46.76 a gallon. And he's asking for his product. We paid at the end of the day, let me see, $89.41. And that is just a quart. And mind you, there is no test demonstrations on his site anywhere. None. You can't even get an exchange for the product. Even though he says exchange, but if you open the container, you can't get an exchange. The difference right here. Exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. So how would you know if it works or not if you don't open the container? So you're going to have to figure out how to get to it without opening up the container. That doesn't make any sense. That's designed for him to keep the money. And if you notice the 2 to 3, how long does it take for the product to be processed? Because that's not even there at all. Yeah, his site is so scammy, man. He just stays stealing from his customers. But that's 40. I just thought about that. That's $46 for that product. $46 a gallon. All right. Ours is $38, but then again, like I said, we could beat it with no problem. So we can show you the difference between ours. We already did the challenge already. We're done. As a matter of fact, I'll do a couple more just to add to that one. I've already did 2, or as a matter of fact, I did more than that. I did 2 the day before. I did 2 today. We'll do a couple more for fun. But he hasn't done the test yet. So we're still waiting for him to do the test. But $46, and he wants how much for this? He wants $89 a quart for something that's not even tested. And all these pictures here are from the P2. None of them are from anything else. Let's go see what he's trying to get for this overseas product. That's why people are buying our products left and right. That's why they buy them. The whatchamacallit still sells. The 2.0 is still selling. Because again, we can back our products up. You have no way to back your products up. Where are your test demonstrations for this product? Look at this. There's nothing there at all, period, at all. And this is the same guy who basically is stealing from you. This is how he's reacting. That's the same guy who's stealing from you. He has problems at the end of the day. That's a shame, people. Oh, yeah. My stuff doesn't match Houseband at the end of the day. But you still have this challenge to do, so I would advise you get the challenge done, Jamie. Get it done. All right, let's get that whatchamacallit right here. We'll send this over to him today so he'll know he got it directly from us. And the policy is horrible. All right, let me see from here to here. Let's go over to, let me see, I need to get Amazon. He wants that much. Let's go over here. I'm sure there's one thing package he has here. This is supposed to be an overseas package. $257. That's what he's asking for. And what comes, 2 quarts? 2 quarts for $257 for a product that's not even tested, that has no test demonstrations, nothing underneath of it, not a thing? Oh, that's bad, Jamie. That's bad. Here's another one. 1 quart overseas. He wants $168 for that. That is pathetic. Let me show you something. We're going to go to eBay. I'm going to show you what people charge for screen paint. I told you screen paint, as old as it is, should not be over 50 bucks for a quart, right? He's charging way too much money. And with no test at that. And mind you, keep in mind, this is a product that not only matched the network gray, but we're able to make it using his tutorial video. Yeah, the black and white video, we made this product with that. So let's go over here and let's pop on eBay and see what other people are selling screen paints for compared to what Crow's selling for. I forgot. Oh yeah, they do a difference. Projection screen paints. I have to put projection screen paint. Let's look at the price comparisons. That's why we tell you, tell him to do the micro silver. And we're going to put the challenges out there. He has until the September the 4th to have it done. Let's see. No, we have to do projection screen paint. Projection. Now, I told you. See right here? $94. 3 of them. Actually, I tested his paint. He blew Crow's stuff out of the water. He beat Crow's product. We had the video demonstration. We bought his product. Very nice guy. Cool dude. Came in. got the product, no problem, no hassle, no headache, nothing. Easy transition. Boom, went through it, no problem. Product was amazing. Beat the crap out of Crow's product easily. $94, 3 quarts. Let's scroll down. $39 right there. $48 right there. $38. I told you. You're not supposed to sell that paint for more than that because it's an older product. And these people on here are actually, I went through their channel, they're actually telling the truth. I've actually gone through, looked at their demonstrations and stuff. They're very truthful. Jamie is the only one come there telling people that a gray product is, his product is going to be to produce a contrast level better than a black screen. But yet he's in there using a $3,000 projector with a 2 million to 1 contrast ratio. $48. Now look at Crow, $80. Yeah, lost your mind. Who in the right mind is going to sit there and spend $80 for some paint at the end of the day that match house paint? Who? There's another company we got here. This is HD Pro Solution. They got it for $64. This comes with, oh, it's a gallon container right there. Look at this right here. 2 quarts for $54. This is border tape. This is when you put the border around. That's what that is right there. They got a gallon for $99. Now that's a gallon for $99. That's a gallon, and he wants 90 something for 32. Come on, man, you're doing too much. Look at that right there. No, that is good. No, sorry, that's good. What Crow is asking is no. That's 2 quarts for $66.95. Y'all got taken. I told y'all he was robbing y'all left and right. He's robbing y'all on your price. He is robbing you at the end of the day. You know why? I could drop my product on eBay and I could kill all these people easily, knock them out completely with no problem whatsoever. I got a $38 product that basically has so much test underneath of it's not even funny. I can show demonstrations of taking out certified screens, maxed out environments, outside demonstrations, ultra short throw demonstrations, low lumen demonstrations, white level demonstrations, you name it. We could do it under that product with no problem whatsoever. The reason why I don't sell on eBay is because eBay gouges the living daylights out of you. I used to be a top seller on eBay for basically vintage toys. And eBay took a lot of money out of me. I didn't like dealing with eBay. I didn't like their policy. So I built my own website and went from there. But I could easily come on here and dominate with no problem whatsoever. But what would be the point? These people are making good money. They're minding their own business. I don't care at the end of the day. I got my own site. I can break my own bread over there. I'm good. But Jamie being on here, selling his product for all that money? No. He lost his mind. Look at this deal right here this guy got. 3 quarts for $79. But this is a fellow who comes in and tells you that the product that you're buying from him, you're getting quality. You're not getting quality if you're matching network rate 773. The blacklist. This is what we call the notorious blacklist. Jamie's on here quite a lot on the black. Matter of fact, he's going on here today for fraud. We got a fraud charge for him on Wix. Well, Wix is actually knocking his account for pornography, but he's got a fraud charge coming toward him toward PayPal, and also too for a United States Postal Service for fraud on that too also. Oh, those are saying, oh, it's not possible. You didn't report. Yes, I did. It's right here. Documents are right there. Knock yourself out. What does this say right here? Your naysayers, you can read, right? Is that not his website right there? It's under investigation. Claim numbers and everything. For messing up. For putting pornography on his website. That website's good as gone. It's out of here. Now, he went over on eBay and posted my company's name up there. We contacted eBay. He's on eggs. He's on pins and needles and eggshells because we filed a complaint over there. You can't use eBay's platform to slander another company. It's based against their policy. So he had his account restricted on there. That's when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Well, let's show you right here. Let's go to the blacklist right here. And let's go pull up the product that this guy is sitting there trying to sell to you on his website that matched the house paint. So you explain to us, where are these videos? We got the black and white paint right here. Where's that video at? Nowhere to be found. Your product is probably made out of black and white paint if you have this on your wall. We have these videos right here. These are my favorite. Network Gray 773. Perfect match. Test on the Network Gray 773 before he had it. Made his product using the black and white demonstrations. Screenshots from the Network Gray 773. So this is the same person who right now is showing off his Cinemax as his amazing screen, but has forgot that his product matched the Network Gray 773. Keep in mind, this is a product that you can go to Sherwin-Williams, pull it off a shelf, and it does the exact same thing. But yet these videos are gone. But yet he has a nerve. This is how bold he is. This is how bold. He spits in his customers' faces. Yeah, I said spit in your face. This is how bold he is. This is how stupid he thinks you are at the end of the day. Now, for those saying, no, he literally thinks you're stupid. And I'll tell you why. He's advertising a screen that matched a house paint. And not only that, he got caught trying to hide the videos. So he must think you're stupid. Because if you're dumb enough to believe what he just said out of his mouth, saying, oh, it's an amazing product and it's just that and the other, so and so and so, right after getting caught doing this, then he must think you're stupid. Now, I'm pretty sure you're not stupid at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure you have the intelligence to make it through life, all right? But, again, knowing that what we know about this house paint incident doesn't kind of make you look too smart. Now, if you don't know any better, then, that's not your fault, because he basically swindled you into believing something that wasn't true. But if you knew already and you bought the product, then yeah, there's a good chance that when you swim, you're drinking most of the water. Because, again, that is a perfect match. And that's the Cinemax versus Network Gray. So this is a person who swindled and stole from his customers and then has the nerve to show the same screen. Most people, if they get caught in something, they'll come back or try to change it or do something different or whatever. No, he has the exact same screen. So this is why we're putting out the test for the micro mix. That's the next one, Microblend. That's the next one he has to do. And keep in mind, like I said, it's a very cheap product. You have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, wait in line, go to Amazon, you can pick it up from there. And you can do the test yourself. Now, like I said, if you find out, and you will find out, that it actually matches quite well, you are screwed. I'm sorry, but you are. To use that term, you are. Because you can't go in and you can't file a complaint. What are you going now that's described? It's great paint. It's going to be hard to kind of prove that one. Us, on the other hand, really easy to get them for mail fraud charges because the product didn't even match in any way whatsoever to what we ordered. So it's a completely different product. We can get them on that one. But you, on the other hand, are going to have a hard time proving that. And again, if you're going to waste the time to go to court and all that stuff like that for like $89, like, no, filing fees are going to be more than that. Whew. So just chalk it up as you got scammed. Because that's pretty much what happened. You got scammed. And even in this one, he even shows you the receipt of him purchasing the Network Gray 773, painting it down on the surface and displaying it on the screen. And that's the same screen he shows you in the demonstration now that matched the Network Gray 773 that he just scammed you on. Like it never even happened. All right, Jimmy, this is what we're going to need from you. You got until September the 4th. We're going to go into your channel. We're going to see if you did the challenge. If you didn't do the challenge, and I'll tell you, your customers or whoever's doing business with this joker at the end of the day, challenge him. Ask him to do the demonstration. If he doesn't do it, he drags his feet. Then you just go over and just spend the $18.99. If you want something better, like the 2.0, which we can show you in our demonstrations, we can back our products up, no problem. You purchase from us. That's what it comes down to. You can do all the smiley face emojis and all that stuff. It comes down to the bottom line is your product is not tested and you are stealing from your customers. The fact that you continue to display that disgrace of a screen, Cinemax, knowing that you have scammed your customers and tried to hide the evidence, shows proof at the end of the day that all you care about is taking their money. And your policy, shipping policy, is designed and set up to do so. Because again, the reason why that's set up, and I'll tell you why, really quick. Say you were to buy his product. Say you got it sitting there on the table, right? And you go and you see this demonstration, you go, let me go to Amazon, let me buy this. How are you going to know if they match if you don't open up the paint? The minute you open up the paint, he's got it set up where you can't get an exchange or your money back. You get nothing back because you figured out something about his product. How are you going to know? That's why companies don't do business with them. Nobody does business with them. How is a company going to do business with you? So anytime you do business with a company, there's always going to be a return policy in there. Either it's for credit or it's for this or for that. There's always a return policy in there. How are you going to do business with a company? They're going to order paint from you, and if something happens, something goes wrong or whatever, they can't get their money back. Don't they got to open it up to test it out? So you're going to tell me, oh, you can't get your money or you can't get an exchange. That's stealing at the end of the day, buddy. That's not a good policy for your customers. All right, so we gave them the challenge. Let me see. We got to put in the reminder because people need to be reminded that this is a person that is scamming you on the Cinemax. The Cinemax is a scam. So we'll dub this video. Well, I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to go take care of some business and let this run. We're going to do it for the next demonstration because we have to do the whole dub on the video so you guys can see exactly why the Cinemax is a scam. Also, too, that shipping policy is a nightmare. So you can get around that. You can definitely get around that through PayPal because PayPal will look at that and go, oh, no, we can't even honor that. That looks pretty bad because, again, you have an argument there. Your argument is, how am I going to test the product if I don't open it? And you could win that, too, at the end of the day. You can easily win that. Because it's just basic common sense. How are you going to know? So let's go in. This is why people do test drives and all that stuff at the end of the day, man. This guy's a nut job at the end of the day. We're going to go back in and we're going to, let me see. This is the good one right here, the whole video right here. So you can watch this. I'll set the camera up. I got to take care of some other business. Excuse me. And that's what we're going to title the video, Cinemax Scam, because it is, man. These guys showing off this screen, and he knows what this screen did at the end of the day. It matched that house paint. And now he's trying to act like it never even happened. And I showed you on eBay. Yeah, he's the only one charging that much money. He's not supposed to charge that kind of money. His paint is not like that where you can charge that kind of money. No. Especially with this matching house paint. This guy's dropping cameras and all kinds of stuff. That's just messed up. And I don't see how he's so bold to come out and just show that paint off like that, knowing what he did. Now, what about the other people who bought that stuff, thinking it was something special, and they got burnt in the process? You just spitting in their face at the end of the day. You got somebody at home that realized that your product is house paint, and every time they see you show up that same screen, you spit in their face. That's what you do. You got some problems, man. you're going to tick off the wrong person. Now, I hate to say it, man. People do some interesting stuff in life, man. You're going to trigger the wrong person at the end of the day. They're going to take it real personally. Because the way you do things, man, you got no remorse for people. You sit there and showing that same video off like that in front of people. I'm not talking about me. Please trust me. Yeah, no. I'm a businessman today. I'm a professional. If I got a problem with you, I see you in court. That's how I do things. But no, he's going to tick off the wrong person one day, and they're going to come see this joker. Because you're burning people, and then you turn around and you're still showing the video that you're burning people on. And then think it's funny. Going to laugh about it. And still, with the dark environment, look at the lights pushing out from the side of your screen. You're still sitting in the dark. Man. You know what you should do with your customers? You should give them a flashlight. Give them a flashlight or a night light with their paint. Because that's pretty much where they're going to be sitting at, in the dark. Just give them a flashlight or a night light that comes free with the paint. Or some glow sticks. That is really, really messed up. We need to look at this whole thing. All right, we got 235 painted. We gotta be upstairs for that one. All right, let's pause it there. We're taking that for a thumbnail. Yeah, because you need to be put on blast, man. And if you feel you want to come out and do a demonstration on that network gray and say it's not the same, oh, we'll look forward to seeing that one again. Perfect. All right, we'll be back in. Unfortunately, we have to do one warning people about the Cinemax. As I told you before, the Cinemax is network gray 773 because, like I said, perfect match. Oh man, I just saw this one right here. Look how washed out the screen is. His screen's washed out. That screen's washed out at the same time. That's a $3,300 projector coming up like that. Oh, that's bad. That is really, really bad. All right, we got to come back in. We got to dub the whole video. It has to be reminded. It has to be reminded. I got to post this on a bunch of forum sites today that his product is network grade 773. We need to figure out exactly how close this product matches to that freaking Microblend. My goodness, man. This guy's got nerve to come out there and act like this screen's something else and turn around. This stuff is matching house paint at the end of the day. All right, we'll be back in. We got to put the deleted video in. I got to post on that website too.